interviews and notes to the coaches and players for America's team, let us go inside the stars on 105.3 The Fan.
Yes, let us announcer man. Good morning, Metroplex. Shout out to the 6 a.m. Club. Sean Sharif, RJ Choppy, Cowboys insider, Bobby Belt heading to Chicago, along with Peyton and Aiden in the back, live on the Fan Cam, Twitch, and YouTube. And yesterday at the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, a lot of the focus on Matt Eberflus and his return.
Yeah, so this is Thursdays are the coordinator days. So that's the day we get all three coordinators to sit down. It's not a day that Brian Schottenheimer speaks. So yesterday we're in the press conference room, and Matt Eberflus is the first one to come in. And I've never been to one of these like PR spin press conferences like in the political world of like, there's this big controversy that I got to come out here and speak on. But it did have that feel a little bit of Eberflus just got to walk in and be like, oh, God, okay, here we go. Got to talk about Chicago. And he sat down and he launched right into a statement about, enjoyed my time in Chicago, really focused on this week. And then after that, it was George Pickens answers for a while. Yeah, we're focused on today, but really excited to go back. A lot of that. But he's trying to downplay it and trying to act like, hey, nothing really big about this game. Talked a lot about his time away from football for a little bit and kind of reflecting and decide, I want to get back in there. But yeah, this is going to be they can say it all they want that it doesn't matter to them. It's going to matter to him. It's going to matter to David Overstreet. It's going to matter to all these different coaches that used to be Bears coaches, and there'll be a little added something for them this week.
The Bears have allowed a league-high 7 passing touchdowns. Last year, when they allowed the fewest opponent passing touchdowns in the league, the 7th passing TD did not come until week 11. So that is their defense.
Good job, Eberflus. That's what that sounds like to me.
Something that has taken me aback throughout this entire week is the amount of Chicago Bears Caleb Williams coverage on television. Now, I don't know if that's because they're facing the Cowboys. It could be because they have the number 3 market in the country, but it's the Chicago Bears. Like they're not a real, true, perennial contender. But the amount of Caleb breakdowns that I have seen all over television and the amount of Chicago Bears talk, they've gotten more discussion this week than the Cowboys, and that never happens.
No.
According to the stuff that I've watched, Caleb Williams is a lightning rod.
Yeah, he is. People, they've wanted to talk about him since his days at USC. Like he was one of the more, talked about quarterbacks in college football. They dissected everything he did right, everything he did wrong, jumping into the stands, crying in his mother's arms, the fingernail paint. They talked about everything. It seems that's kind of the route that these TV networks want to go down when it comes. And plus Ben Johnson, you don't usually know a ton of coordinator names. He was the hot shot. He was the Sean McVay of this hiring cycle. And they want to see that he can do the same thing with Caleb did with the Lions.
It's interesting, though, because like you're talking about all the attention he's getting, he has not struck me anyway as the same personality type he was at USC. Like he was a big personality, and he was so out front and cocky and had this swagger and different things like that. Like since he got to Chicago, it's almost just like he's felt personality-wise kind of anonymous to me, more so than he had at USC or Oklahoma.
Well, he had the thing in the offseason, right, with his dad.
Yeah, that book that was written, and I can't remember who wrote the book, but then it turned into all these little article series of he didn't want to go to Chicago. Initially, he told him he refused, and then he relented, and all this different stuff that occurred around it.
Said his offensive coordinator didn't help him with his homework, basically, like left him hanging. But, man, the Chicago noise has been loud this week. Troy Aikman was talking on 96.7, and Troy obviously sat down with Ben Johnson and the organization before the Monday night opener, and he was making it sound. First off, he said it feels like a square peg, round hole, whatever it is, whatever the saying is, not fitting. I would have assumed that if Ben Johnson took this job, he loved Caleb Williams.
Yeah, because he had any job.
Yeah, that he absolutely loved him coming out. And Troy said, I could see if this doesn't work soon, them maybe not sticking with this for very long. And I was like, whoa. And then Joel Klatt, who I love, on FS1 talked about what the problem with Caleb is right now. And hey, what a coincidence. He's making a homework analogy.
if you're going to take math during the course of your high school or college, like there are prerequisites to get to the higher levels. You've got to pass algebra 1 before you can go out to algebra 2, and you got to go to geometry and do all that before you can ever get to calculus and so on and so forth. The issue with Caleb right now is that he struggles with algebra 1 and wants to play calculus all the time. And there's foundational things that he has to be a part of. He's got to play on time, and the ball has to go to the right spot in the right timing more often than it does right now. He's constantly looking for plays that aren't there. He won't take things that are there right away, what the defense is trying to give him. You have to play on time and on target. And so for me, it's a floor issue. He's not doing the prerequisites, the floor of what he needs to do at quarterback, and he constantly wants to go up to the top of his talent. And you can't go there and impact the game unless you've done these things first.
You know, when you improvise, that was part of the appeal and sexiness of Caleb Williams in college. This kid can run around, and he can make Mahomes throws. He did it on the sideline Monday night in the opener against the Vikings. He made that awesome sideline throw, and it just showed off the athleticism. But in the league, these guys, right, and I guess Ben Johnson is one of them, he really wants you to be in lockstep with the timing of his offense.
Well, I mean, look where he was just at. I mean, Goff does not move. Like, he has to be on time.
Yeah.
Has to. And that's, and that's one of my problems with the current state of quarterbacks is that too many are just getting to the league based on their athleticism and improvisation. And there's the classic on-time quarterback is a dying breed. And Orlovsky, I know you hate Orlovsky, but
I do.
Did you see his post about quarterbacks last week?
I saw it in your email.
Yeah, he said, like, people don't know how to develop QBs anymore. One, tempo became king, just run a lot of plays, RPOs, look to the sidelines so the quarterback doesn't learn how to be a problem solver on their own, promote athlete over accuracy. And those are all true about how they do the position now. And Brady has talked about it, how it's just hurting the sport because you have, if you're going to recycle quarterbacks every 4 years, then fine. But you've got to know how to be on time and be a quarterback that can run a system.
Bobby, what would Aikman be talking about with the square peg round hole with Caleb and Ben Johnson's offense?
I would imagine it's to the effect of Ben Johnson has something that he wants to, like, hey, we've got a structure here. Like I believe in my scheme. I believe in what we do. You can play within that, and you can do what you want within that, but it's got to be within. You got to color inside the lines here.
Are you 0 for 2 getting that fly?
Yeah.
I almost clapped at him.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, come on, Mr. Miyagi.
Go 2-hand smack.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm trying to do the Miyagi just to squeeze it.
No, so you got to color inside the lines a little bit. And Caleb is a freelance player. Caleb looks to, let me scramble. Caleb.
Does he not see it quickly enough?
I don't think that's
the processing.
I think it's impulse more than vision with him. Like he feels the heat quick. He feels the pressure fast. He wants to extend the play. He wants to make the big play down the field. And he's not just content to drop back, play in rhythm, throw the ball, let's move the ball down the field. Like, it looks like he's a little more rushed and hurt. And nobody can blame him, for me anyway, last year when he was getting, like, pressure rates of 50% or quarterback hit rates of 50% at times.
Yeah.
And you might be a little shell-shocked. This, Caleb, if he doesn't work out here, or if there's a problem here, it might be time to start recycling the argument that had died in the last probably 10 years of quarterbacks should probably sit. Like, if you're going to draft a franchise quarterback, they should probably sit for at least the beginning part of their career or first season or whatever else, because we're seeing a lot of these guys who are brought in, thrown to the wolves immediately, and they have trouble. Sam Darnold, a guy like that. The Caleb Williams struggles. They need time to adjust.
The underdog running line for Caleb's over-under on Sunday, I've already bet it, so I hope that you're going to make me feel even better about it. 27.5 rush yards. Is that automatic?
Yeah, I don't know if it's automatic, but I would feel good about it. Just because when you look at the way that Dallas has kind of rushed the passer in some of the running lanes they leave, and again, Caleb's tendency to break early from the play and just, let's go do something. then yeah, I mean, I could absolutely see that being a good bet.
Colin Cowherd is either saying it himself or being fed more of the same information. The further this quarterback gets away from the play script, the worse he is. His style in this league is not a timing style, and this coach craves it. People went and dug up the text he sent to the punter that they drafted, who said, you're not going to be punting a lot around here.
And since that time, I believe he has punted the most in the NFL.
Has he?
Yeah.
The Bears have played 19 games since. They punted 92 times over the course of those 19 games, an average of 4.85 punts per game. No team in the NFL averaged more punts per game over that same 19-game schedule. So they went and dug that up. Meanwhile, Ben Johnson on the other side giving praise to our guy.
Man, when I see a quarterback utilize cadence the way that he does, and I know that's a little thing, but it's reflective of he's got total control of the field. He's looking to manipulate the defense. He's looking to control them. Hopefully, we'll have a loud crowd here on Sunday that combats his ability to use that cadence to our disadvantage. But when I see that on tape, I know like this is a guy that's seeing the field really well right now, and he's trying to move defenders around. And I think that's when you have an experienced player like that, that's a dangerous thing.
So there's Ben Johnson giving praise to Dak Prescott, who some people have as an early candidate MVP.